I told you the mics were going hot, and the mics are now hot. I had to kill and start all of a sudden and look. I said, you know what? I shut the computer down a few minutes ago to clean everything, and I forgot to bring it back up and bring up stuff that talks about what's going on in this world. And there is so much going on today that is even and it's so cold. Brr, my goodness gracious! Who opened up the gates straight to the North Pole? We're waiting for Santa Claus. He's frozen in. He'll never get out.
He was out a little bit yesterday.
Coming to you from the frozen tundra outside the North Pole, I would be traveling south on I-95 today, bound for Key West, but I was afraid the bridges would freeze over between here and there. Welcome to Monday. I'm Rayford Brown.
Good Monday morning. I'm Chris Marks.
And I'm Lee Barrows, I think.
Yeah, wasn't it like about a week ago when we had the air conditioner working overtime?
Yes.
Trying to cool the studio down?
Well, no worries. By the end of the week, it's going to be like in the mid-60s.
Yeah, at 5:30 this morning, I heated the doorknobs up to melt the ice so we could get inside here. Oh, my goodness.
It was cold.
It was not cold. It is cold.
Oh, and when I opened the back door for the doggies to go outside, they were
said,
like, nope. So I had to put some little pee pads down all around just in case.
One of them went outside before he knew how cold it was, and he got out there, and I said, I closed the door on you. I go do your business. He didn't take him
I
long.
had to watch them because, getting out there and doing their business, they could freeze. They could just freeze. They could.
No, he would not.
Stuck to something.
He was not going to slow down. This is a dog that can travel while he's doing his business.
Oh, well, I'm afraid
And
my
he
little
does.
one get out there and hike his laying on the little fire hydrant I have out there and get stuck to it. So
Oh my goodness
was
gracious! we got a ton of news here. I mean, more
it's
than
been
a ton
a
of
horrible
news.
weekend.
It's been
Horrible.
it's been a good weekend on Saturday, but it's been a kind of a really wow.
The news started breaking, and we were just like texting each other all weekend long with updates. And
Well, we'll get into the bad stuff, but
Wow.
first of all, congratulations to our partner in crime here.
great job, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saturday, I was at the Onslow Memorial Park at 0900 9 a.m. for you folks out there who don't know
And
what
I
that
was at
means.
the
Both
other.
of you.
Right.
Lee was at the I was at Onslow Memorial. That's where my dad is, and my mom and a niece. And then you were at
Coastal, because between 9 and 10, for the ones that ordered grave specific for the Coastal Veteran Cemetery, even though I ordered it through Chris, they had that on the list there.
Yeah.
And they had a list of everyone that had ordered grave specific and had to go stand in line. I got there right at 9 o'clock. I figured, okay, the line was longer at 9 o'clock, but I think a lot of people didn't understand that the 9 o'clock was for grave specific, but it all worked out after they finally got my dad's name right. But it was just one of those mornings. The ladies did a good job.
Burroughs, Boulevard.
No, they
Boulevard,
put a sticker on there for Bowers, and I go, that's the wrong man. And they kept saying, well, what's your husband's name? I said, no, he's my
I
dad.
don't have one.
But they did well. They little snafus here and there, but they did a good job.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, at Onslow, it was really cool, and
Very
there
nice.
was a lot of people out there,
Right.
and a lot of wreaths out there, stockpiled back over there. So at the appropriate time, after a couple of very nice speeches,
Oh, beautiful.
oh yeah, and the taps got me.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I thought it was just me.
It was
It always gets
clean,
me.
crisp, clear, and man wearing uniform. He wears a couple of uniforms. Fire department.
Oh, Tim O'Toole.
Yeah.
Tim.
Yeah, he blows a mean trumpet.
He does, and it was so beautiful. And those that were, I was standing, and I took a moment to look up, and you could see the moon. But at the same time as Tim is doing the taps, the exhaust from a jet, you could see it going.
You saw the trail?
Oh yeah, I saw
Oh,
that.
wow.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Was it
That was
beautiful morning?
planned. That was planned.
Oh,
I called ahead and said
You got
we
the
need to fly
flyover for
over.
us? Thank you. It was beautiful, and and I do want to thank everybody that came out there. To have 200 people at the very first annual wreath laying ceremony at Arms Memorial Park, it was just absolutely beautiful. The people came out. It started out chilly because the sun obviously where it rises. It was hidden behind trees, but the military that came out to place the wreaths on the
To
stands.
assist. Oh yeah, for that. Oh yeah.
That was nice.
Saw one of my coasties.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, I didn't know it,
Okay.
but I picked him out of the crowd right away because he had on the back of his jacket his motorcycle jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, United States Coast Guard.
And,
he was the one who handled it, ponytail and all.
Well, Chris, is it not before the Veterans Cemetery was built and opened? And you said what year was that? Coastal?
1950. Arms Memorial was done in 1952.
Right.
The Veterans Cemetery wasn't open until 1993. So
the Onzo Memorial Park was the place where the
Yes.
veterans were being buried.
Yes.
So it's great that they were remembered this year. That's awesome.
it was
That's
so
good.
beautiful, and I want to say a very, 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 very special thanks to my wife Kathleen.
Oh,
Or-
Yeah, she worked hard.
she looked sharp too.
Yes, Corporal Kathy Marks,
Corporal.
USMC disabled veteran. She laid a wreath. Tim Foster laid the United States wreath up there. But and then the young people that were out there.
Oh, that's
so
assist.
basketball team.
I thought it was really cool too to have a number of Marines
Yes.
to assist with the families who wanted to go and lay a wreath and to help
That's
them locate the
awesome.
graves if they
Yeah.
did not know where they were, and to help them to take care of business.
And they did, and there was quite a few that the ladies who lost their husbands to age, and the military went out there, and when they laid the wreath, saluted that military member. It was I heard so many nice things.
I heard nothing but nice things.
Because while all that was going on, I was trying to coordinate getting wreaths to other parts, but all but 500.
Well, now let me ask you this. I went and laid the wreath on my daddy's grave, and then I left, but I didn't go back because it was just too much for me personally.
Right.
With all the parking and the walking and everything. And I said, Dad got his wreath, so I was happy about that.
Yeah.
And I was going to head over to where y'all were, but it took me so long, over where I was at.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people there. And so I understand that we still weren't able to cover all of coastal Carolina with wreaths.
No, at the Veterans Cemetery, about 1,700. Yeah, about 1,700 short.
Now, how many did you raise for that cemetery?
Well, our group, which includes you too,
Right.
Live and Local Real Talk has been such a big part of it. But wreaths honoring our fallen veterans have raised about 2,000 of the wreaths for the Veterans Cemetery.
So my thing is, had you not been a part of that and raised that, how much more, I'm going to sound like Rayford, how much more, even more, would we be short at the Veterans Cemetery? I mean, it takes a village to
It
raise,
does take
It-
a village.
to get these wreaths
So
out here.
without those 2,000, the Veterans Cemetery would have been 3,500 short.
I just don't get why we aren't covering our cemetery.
Okay, guys, here's where y'all come in. Listen up now. What
This is a
was,
military town.
what is, and what was, we don't care about anymore. We do, but we use that as an example of what is today and what it is going to be in 360 plus days.
Mhm.
Okay, they're all going to be covered.
They
Every
are.
one of them, double covered if necessary. Because here's your deal, y'all. I said double covered. We got a twofer, a
Well-
BOGO, or whatever you want to call it. Today through the end of this year. Now, January 1st is not the end of this year. That is next year. That is way beyond. Betwixt now and 31 December. And if you wait till the last minute, you're going to forget it. You get 2 for 1.
Yes,
Instead of
got to.
$17
Got to.
for one wreath, you pay $17, and they
You get 2
designate 2
wreaths.
for you.
Yes.
Now I did that last December.
Yeah.
So
to roll over into this year.
here's your chance, and you've already got a good start.
We do.
We got the state senator here, our senator, Mike Lazara. He's got a grand laying out there, so he's getting $2,000 worth of wreaths.
Yes, he is.
Okay, now y'all,
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you.
y'all get started. Let's say 2,000.
Senator always, and he was
It
up in
won't take
Larry's.
many people doing one. Between now and the end of the year, if you don't know what to give a friend who is military related, connected, any branch, it does not matter. If you have no idea what to give them for Christmas, give them something like this in their name for somebody.
Now,
Give it to them for Christmas this year. Give them a slip of paper here. I've given you, you've donated, and
Right.
yada, yada, yada.
Well,
In your
actually,
name.
because Lee, you received a thank you card.
I
Did you?
received one from both you and the other organization doing the wreaths here in Jacksonville. And excuse me, I was going to say, Wreaths Across America did a good job because, like, I ordered more than one.
Yes, you did.
But I only took one for my dad's grave, and I ordered that specific for him. And I ordered it through your organization, but yet Wreaths Across America headquarters takes everyone that's grave specific, and they send a list to the other group who coordinates the stuff here, because I had probably 5 different friends that asked me, what do I do? I said, between 9 and 10, you go in, and they went up there and said who they, the name of the person they got the wreath for. And they were on the list. They had like
Sure.
3 or 4 sheets of paper with stickers with the names on them. So everything worked out perfect there.
Absolutely. Good.
So if you order it through even if you will call national and order it there, or you do it through the cemetery, or you do it through the local wreaths, or you do it through Chris. If you specify grave specific, the local coordinator here is getting that information, because at least it did. How many grave specifics went through you?
Well, total for the veteran
veteran
cemetery, there
cemetery.
was 50. And so 19 family members like yourself,
Yes.
myself, Phyllis Starzinski,
Right,
Kelly
Right,
did
Kelly
it.
and Robin.
So there was 19 that were family members that said, we'll go out and we'll lay the wreath. That left 31 where the volunteers then,
Right.
the volunteers go out and make sure that somebody goes out to that specific gravesite and lays a wreath.
Well, I know at least 5 that ordered through you, grave specific, that told me that they went to the booth Saturday.
Yes.
And they were on the list, so that worked out perfect. That worked out good.
It works out extremely
That's a
well.
lot to keep up with,
Yeah.
but it worked out good.
Well, good. Thank you. And again, I'm gonna be the hawker out here. Come one, come all. Now's your time to open up your wallets, get your credit card out, and give Chris a call.
Please do. 910-389-8698, except from 7 to 9 a.m.
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday. Actually, we were talking over the weekend to a lot of people who were calling and emailing with nice things to say, and we appreciate that. Excuse me. And we were telling them, about the buy one, get one free, and they're like, okay, who do I write the check to? You write to Wreaths Across America, you mail it to us. We do all the work. We take care of all the paperwork.
Make sure you get double counted that way.
Yes. And anybody over $600, you get a W-9. We'll make sure you get that so you can write off on your taxes.
Right. And the W-9 is through the National
Yes,
Wreaths
it
Across
is.
America. That's what I used the W-9 when I went to different places like Marine Federal, Jones Onslow, some of the big corporations the year that I was so involved in it. And I would give them the W-9. I wrote them a letter first, and then I gave them the W-9 when they gave me the check. So it is a tax deductible.
Yes.
And I also want to thank, because I saw Commissioner Paul Buchanan. He's going to make a donation.
Very good.
House Representative Phil Shepard made a donation. We have a lot of
Wyatt was out there.
He was out at the Coastal Carolina Veteran State Cemetery.
Oh, something else I want to mention, Chris.
Yes.
I think it is awesome that our governor, Josh Stein,
Excuse me.
made Saturday, December 13th, Wreaths Across America
Good for
Day
him.
in North Carolina. So he recognized all the cemeteries that were participating in the Wreaths Across America by making a statewide proclamation.
Good for
Thank
the
you,
governor.
Governor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, yeah.
Governor.
Now, we also had Walter
Excuse me.
Scott this year.
Yes.
Walter Scott, former county commissioner, and a guy that used to carry a yellow flag and throw it down a lot. Made a lot of people unhappy. Made a lot of other people happy. Just kidding, Walter, if you're listening. But he made a couple of different contributions for this whole program. So kudos to
Yes.
even, there are a whole lot of former city council, county commissioners, town commissioners, lots of political guys out there.
Now's your time.
Time to
Let's
step
do
up
it.
to the plate, y'all.
Go ahead and do it now and get 2 for 1, and then you'll be done.
Yeah, you'll be
and-
double happy.
I also want to mention we had 2 guest speakers at the Onslow Memorial Cemetery. County Commissioner Board Chairman Tim Foster, who gave just the most
my goodness.
unbelievable.
He's an outstanding speaker anyway.
He had that crowd, and there was 200 volunteers out there, including our own Rayford Brown.
Or just hanging around.
No, Rayford helped with the sound system when we had a little technical problem with it.
I hate it.
But
Kicked it, got it. Got it working.
Senator Mike Lazzara was a special guest for us out there and did a wonderful speech. And
Of course he did.
it was just too many people said thanks, Chris, but Chris doesn't do nothing.
Chris
It's
did
actually
a lot. Chris
it's
stepped up to
actually
the
everybody
plate.
else that does it. And
Chris and Kathy stepped up to
if
the
somebody
plate.
doesn't tell what everybody else to do to keep them kind of like on the right path,
Right.
you know what? It's kind of like you ever been to New York where they got traffic cops? If that traffic cop wasn't there at that intersection, imagine the chaos.
Well,
There you go.
the other one,
Without a traffic light at an intersection, imagine the chaos.
real quick, the junior ROTC with the colors,
Tremendous.
the young Marines
Oh, yes.
Tremendous.
in their dress blues.
Right.
They were out there handing out the wreaths to the volunteers.
Yep.
And there was a basketball coach out there with his basketball team. There was a volleyball
Aw.
coach out there with her volleyball team.
Good.
Hey, next year we get the Jacksonville Cardinals.
Oh yeah,
Good training.
well,
Good training all the way through.
unless they're, which I believe they'll be playing in the state championship next year. Yeah.
Right.
All right. There you go. Okay, let's do a little weather. Then we got awful news to talk about today
Lots
from
of
now
it.
until the end. So, well, here we go. If you want to run offshore fishing, don't. Good luck. Bide your time. It'll get better later in the week. Out to 20 nautical miles today. Northerly winds 20 to 25 knots. Gust to 30 knots, diminishing to 10 to 15 this afternoon. 4 to 6 foot waves, subsiding to 2 to 4 in the afternoon. Sounds and rivers rough, diminishing to a moderate chop in the afternoon. Tomorrow, westerly winds 10 to 15 knots, diminishing to 5 to 10 in the afternoon. 2 to 3 footers. Sounds and rivers, a moderate chop, diminishing to a light chop in the afternoon. Southwesterly winds on Wednesday, 15 to 20. Seas 3 to 5. Adjacent sounds and rivers are going to be choppy.
Today, sunny with a high near 37. North wind 5 to 9 miles per hour, becoming light in the afternoon. Tonight, clear with a low around 16. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 50. Tuesday night, lows of 30. Wednesday, high near 60. Thursday, a high near 68.
Yeah.
So we're going to double the temperature by the end of the week. I'm ready.
Now, the list,
The list.
the ham list.
The ham list.
From-
Not many this
from-
morning.
From the brave souls that ventured out of bed and checked their weather stations.
Yes.
Amateur radio operators with the Onslow Amateur Radio Club, they get up every morning and do this, and they've been doing it for quite a while. And then I started taking advantage of them, and then they kind of grew in numbers. It makes a good time for them to get up and shoot the breeze. I cleaned that one up just really fast, didn't I?
Yeah.
But anyway, there in the Swansboro, 19 degrees.
Burr.
In the borough, it was 19 degrees this morning. Ouch.
Burr.
And yesterday, no rain overnight, but yesterday in the borough, they had 0.2 inches of rain. They had a fifth of an inch of rain. In River Bend this morning, up the river, it was 18 degrees. Dale there had 18 degrees. 18 degrees, 52% humidity. Winds were blowing out of the south-southeast at about 3 miles an hour at the time. Had about the same amount of rain yesterday, nothing today. Ward over in Cedar Point had 20 degrees this morning. 28% humidity. Winds out of the west, running about 5 to 8. Had a 20-mile-per-hour gust. And yesterday he had 0.22 inches of rain. There was a lot of rain yesterday at one point in time for a little while. Ken in Oslo Bay this morning, it was 18 degrees, 37% humidity, no rain at the time. And at Catherine's Lake this morning, our buddy Bill.
The lake was frozen.
18 degrees.
Ice skating.
Yo, buddy. And Craig, who was on the road, going to work this morning. He was coming out of Richlands. It was 20 degrees there. And Lee over in the Woodlands, right off Gum Branch Road, 18 degrees. It felt like 12. Wind chill brought you to 12 degrees, 53% humidity, 4 to 6 mile per hour winds out of the west, and 0.18 inches of rain yesterday. And here this morning earlier, when we had a heat wave coming, it was 15 degrees at the studio. It's now down to 14, 56% humidity.
Radiation cooling.
Winds were running out of the west-northwest. They're moved around now, 180 degrees. They're running at about east-northeast, and they're running about 6 miles per hour. Yesterday, we had wind gusts of up to 17 miles per hour during all that stuff that was happening. And overnight, we had some 7 mile per hour wind gusts. 60% humidity now. Now, the wind chill this morning early was 12. It's now 11.
Nick, what did you say
degrees.
you had?
It was 5 o'clock, 11.
11 degrees, wind chilled.
We're going to save this paper and use it for fire later to warm up.
Let's just save it for Thursday and compare it to Thursday.
The air conditioner will be on Thursday. Not much doubt about it.
It's going to be double temperature of what it is today on Thursday.
And for everybody,
probably had those daffodils blooming.
Well, we all know because we're from here, is North Carolina.
That's right.
But you have to remember that you have to
you dress in layers.
And layers.
I'm getting ready to come out of one or two of these layers right now.
Getting ready to turn the heat off too. Yes, you have to dress in layers.
I looked at our history last night when I was doing all this stuff.
Yes.
I had plenty of time on my hands trying to babysit the dome out there.
The outside heater, right.
Got 4 heat lamps and 1 heater that I was trying to babysit the heater to make sure it didn't overheat. To keep the dome with Robbie's flowers and our pineapples. We got a nice pineapple.
I was
breadproofing
last
It's
night,
looking good. And so I've got 4 sensors that I keep monitoring the temperatures throughout. And I had to make 3 trips out there in the middle of the blasted night last night. When it was really cold and the wind was really blowing, it will go up your pajama bottom.
I'm telling you, I went to take out the trash yesterday and I was like, and I was even wearing a coat, which I normally don't. I usually just put it out. I don't care how cold it is, but I was wearing a coat.
In late November, just less than a month ago, it was 76 degrees here.
I know. And I have so many coats, but I very seldom wear one.
Back in March, we had the lowest temperature of the year. 9.
Yeah, these type of temperatures usually don't hit us till about January, February.
Well, we're close enough.
But it
maybe we'll get some 80-degree temperatures.
Look, I'm just so happy we didn't get snow and ice.
Me too. Well, there was ice out there, but it was from the leftover
That was
water.
from the water hose. Rayford's out there spraying the sidewalk yesterday. Oh, speaking of yesterday, we had the annual House of Rayford oyster roast yesterday.
Those were the
best. No, it was your house yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the best oysters ever. They were so big.
It was good.
And they were so good. And you couldn't come because you had
a sinus infection.
A sinus infection, and you had to go get meds. And I was like, "It's okay, Chris. Gee, I hope you feel better, but that's more for me."
I was gonna say, you two are great teammates because you
We sucked it up.
sucked it up for me.
We sucked it up for you and took care of the
wife
oysters.
and Rob and wife Robbie and Lee here and me. We ate your share,
Thank you.
Yes, we did.
and we were stuffed beyond belief. You
Yes.
made us hurt. I want
Those
you to know.
were
Thank
so
you.
good, and
But
thank
we
you,
enjoyed it.
thank you. I enjoyed it. It was very good.
I'll get a sinus infection for you anytime in oyster season.
No, you won't.
I'll tell you
No, you
what.
like oysters. Why would you do that?
I didn't do it on purpose.
Well, next time you won't.
Well,
have
you've
that
been out in the
opportunity.
cold so much lately too, especially getting up early Friday morning to
That was
unload
fun.
reefs and then be out there Saturday
right.
morning. So
Okay.
let's talk.
Yeah. Now the
weather.
hottest temperature here at the studio this year was actually in June. Generally, it's July or August.
Right.
102 recorded.
102.
That was hot. I remember.
Was that when I was in the Dominican?
What's
I
the
don't
difference
know.
between 102 and what? 14?
A lot.
88.
Thank you.
You would have thought, with Christmas right around the corner, that people would be behaving. This is not the case this weekend. First, we go to Providence, Rhode Island. Students at Brown University taking exams on Saturday. On a Saturday, number one, that's just awful. Before heading out for the Christmas break, an idiot with a gun opened fire on the campus, killed 2 of those students, and wounded 9 others. Law enforcement officers, numbering in the hundreds, were searching through the night Saturday into Sunday, looking for this clown. Students and staff at Brown, as well as residents throughout the area, were urged to stay sheltered. It's in Rhode Island.
Right.
Commentary. Not enough if you can't defend yourself from a bad man with a gun when you're told to stay in your home, right? Just saying. Sunday, the Providence Police Department said they had taken one dude in his 30s into custody. I think he was an Army veteran.
Yes.
He was staying in a motel about 20 miles from Providence. The FBI had apparently tracked his.
Cell phone.
They got a tip, so they had a telephone number,
Mm-hmm.
and they went there. They took him. They questioned him for quite a while. They hit him at 3:45 in the morning, so they had him until sometime during the afternoon Sunday. Then they cut him loose. He's not the right guy.
I was shocked last night.
I really was too when they talked about he had the laser scope and that some of the witnesses said at the shooting it was
I've got 3 of them.
well, yeah.
But he had a Glock on him, and then he had 2
Yeah.
cartridges, and things just didn't. We all knew something. We talked about this, that something was up because they were putting out very little information on who they had detained, and I think we can see why now.
Yes.
It's like,
Details still remain sketchy.
Yes.
No motive has come up. Has been revealed.
and he
Don't
could
know
still
whether
be
they
the
have it.
one.
They found the guy fired apparently 40 rounds. They found 40 spent casings from a 9mm pistol,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't find a gun. But apparently he claims to be an informed police officer, but he doesn't want his name revealed. He was
Right.
revealing information
Right.
that they had recovered. That he said they had recovered 2 loaded magazines. These were what they call extended round type magazines, 30 round capacity magazines, according to him. They make them for some handguns, but it's not one that you carry in the gun to carry on
Right,
in a holster.
right.
That's not what it's for. But he claims that they found 2 loaded magazines left behind. I'm not putting a lot of faith into that information, as I did not into most of anything else that was revealed.
Right.
Until I get it from an official source. So let's just put it that way. Now, for all of y'all and those people up there screaming and hollering, we need more information. We need more information. Why?
No, you don't.
Why?
Let the police do
what
their
information
job.
do you need? You got a tragic situation. You've got 2 people killed, 9 people injured, and
Focus on
they're
that,
looking for a
yes.
bad person. if you've got some information to provide them, now that would be good.
Right.
And once they get all this information and a lot of misinformation, like they had here when they identified one person,
Yeah.
once they get all of that and they start sorting through it and they start eliminating, there's law enforcement is like just about anything else you do. It's a process of elimination.
It
You
takes
eliminate
time.
everything else. The reason that that even with good guys at a location, they take fingerprints. Why?
Right.
So they can eliminate them.
Right.
They can.
Yeah.
Well, that's like with his self. What they do is that the FBI went in and they started taking information from all the cell towers in the area. So where they suspected that video may have been him, they started checking that cell phone tower, looking at the pings, and they can follow the pings for everybody in that area, and then slowly, go down to.
Process of elimination.
I mean, this guy came from out of state.
Well, this guy,
The one that they released.
right?
He came in from out of state, drove in from out of state, was in the college area, according to his cell phone data, and then leaves and drives 20 miles to a hotel. I'm thinking, from what I'm hearing, that they just don't have enough right now, but I guarantee you, give it another 24 hours.
Well, think about Providence, Rhode Island. It's kind of like a big little town, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And how many people
Heat.
were in Providence, Rhode Island Saturday at 4:00 in the afternoon who went to some other neighboring town to stay in a motel like Coventry, 20 miles away? I mean, there's nothing unusual about this guy's movements.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he was not the only person in shopping or doing whatever in Providence, Rhode Island on Saturday afternoon.
Well, and that you bring up a good point, because for those that it's an Ivy League school, but Brown University is actually, I don't want to say centered in a town, but there's shopping centers.
Right.
The campus
Everywhere.
goes into the city.
Yeah.
And so, yeah,
Well, I think the FBI and the other law enforcement did an amazing job to compile what they had in that little bit of time. I just think right now that it's just not solid enough to actually put charges out. But give us some time.
But if they had anything substantial, he would still be there for being told.
Right.
We're gonna keep talking with you for a bit. So,
Right.
I don't know.
I just look, but before his name even got out, when it did get out, people were going on social media, and there's Benjamin Erickson was the name of the person they had detained. People were going online and pulling every Benjamin Erickson that was in the United States, putting pictures. This is the guy. This is the guy. Wrong. They were wrong.
See how wrong y'all were?
well, yeah.
See,
there's
reason-
more than one
You
Benjamin
understand
Erickson.
why I don't do socialist media.
Look, let me tell you.
Seriously, I don't
The
put any stock in
comments-
anything that's on there.
The comments, because I was watching it live on different YouTube channels. The comments, well, what political party was he? Stop making everything political.
Even though most of it is.
And with what happened last night, which you're going to talk about too, all political. I'm like, God, stop it, people.
All right, let's go down under.
Let's go down on
Two scumbags. I mean, low life BOS scumbags
That's
in
putting it
Sydney,
nice.
Australia, opened fire, killing 15 innocent people and wounding dozens of others. Out of this story, a hero is unveiled. Number one,
Yes.
a 43-year-old man sneaked up behind one of the gunmen, tackled him, took his rifle away on camera.
Mm-hmm.
There's surveillance video of this. If you haven't seen it, you haven't been on the internet. And held the man at gunpoint. I'm sorry, his body may have been on the ground at gunpoint if the right person had got him. But anyway, he did the right thing. He held him at gunpoint, even though he got shot himself twice.
Right.
Twice. Non-vital areas, except they're important areas. They hurt like the blazes. The second shooter shot him. Now, Still, he did not shoot either of those scumbags. The gunfire erupted during Hanukkah celebrations in Sydney. So now we're picking up a picture here.
Yep.
We got a little bit of a picture going.
Yep.
I don't want to say hate is hereditary, but the father was 50, the son was 24 that carried this.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, how
It was a father and son. I don't want to call them a team, a pair of scum.
how could you let your own son be involved like that? I mean, just how can you kill your parents?
I went to a
just don't get
KKK cross burning
Yes, you did.
up close and personal here in Oslo County.
Mhm.
The little kids that were there dressed
It's
in those
ridiculous.
little militaristic uniforms,
Ridiculous.
spewing the same hate that I heard coming over a PA system. Same rhetoric, the same songs. You would be amazed at the songs that were out even back then that they played at such events. Words that you would never say anywhere else.
Like
It
turning
was
on.
coming through PA systems. But
It's
anyway,
ridiculous.
that's another story. This same kind of crap goes on amongst these groups of peoples. Here is where it gets, in addition to being interesting, sad, but we all need to pay attention to this. This dude that grabbed the gun and held the man at gunpoint was first described and was thanked by Netanyahu as a Jew because he was at Hanukkah is a Jewish event, y'all, in case you've been in another closet for the most of your life. He's a Muslim. Ahmed al-Ahmad. Then Netanyahu came out and thanked him for saving the lives of Jews who were celebrating. And he did. He saved lives. He took the gun away.
Mm-hmm.
I guess one of the son was killed. One, I don't know. I don't really care. One of them was killed. One was wounded.
Father was killed and the son was wounded.
The attackers.
Yes.
Yeah, leaders around the world, including the president, our president, are warning of the possibility of increased anti-Semitic violence over the coming weeks. As we approach this holiest of seasons,
Mm-hmm.
this is what we have got to look forward to. I'm sorry. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us?
There are, I know Theo likes to ask me from a religious standpoint, and I'm not a man of the cloth. I go to church and I was raised, but there are people that just are filled with hate from Satan.
So much.
They're
hate.
evil.
They're evil. Satan
It's
was
the
evil.
four-letter word,
Yeah.
Theo, and
That's
others.
what I've
They
been
are evil,
saying
and
all
there is
along.
nothing to keep them on this earth that I can justify.
Evil.
Well, no.
I see no purpose in them at all.
It's gotten so bad every weekend. I mean, what's the last thing we say Friday before we all go our separate ways?
Good
It's
luck,
like, wonder what's going to happen this weekend.
duck.
I mean, it's just horrible. Horrible that we live in such a world now. And like Ricky just said, we've become so passive now.
Oh,
But I think disrespectful, hateful, evil is everywhere.
and I can't pinpoint. It'd be hard to pinpoint when it all started. But, we had 3 Americans in Syria killed.
Yes.
Right. Yes. We've not even
and
gotten to
by
that story yet.
Islamic.
And it's not going to be long before we pay them a
Gonna be-
visit. You know that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. We need to go
Okay,
drop
it's,
some
it's,
off.
it's coming. And unfortunately, there's going to be collateral damage. And unfortunately, I don't care.
And you
Sorry.
know what? When we get to that point,
That's
that
sad.
we don't care. That is sad.
That is sad. Sad. It was a real crazy weekend. Now let's go to one that you mentioned yesterday. But I did some digging that you don't know about. Real crazy weekend.
Yeah.
A man with a gun over in Robeson County calls for help from 911. He needs some medical assistance. So here are the headlines. A man with a gun called for medical help, then stole the responding ambulance, crashed it into another car, and then opened fire on the driver of the other car.
Killed her.
That's the headline.
Yeah.
The facts. Deputies in Robeson arrested this man at the scene of a crash that turned into a deadly shooting over the weekend. According to deputies, the Robeson County Emergency Medical Services dispatched to a medical emergency in Maxton. Don't know what the emergency was, except this dude calls them, says, I need some help. Deputy said while EMS was transporting the man to the hospital, he held the driver of the ambulance at gunpoint, and then he took the stolen van and took off with it. He steals the ambulance.
Yes.
Steals the ambulance from the EMS people that came to assist him for whatever his ailment was. He had a gun.
What the hey?
He had a gun.
Yes.
EMS responders are always at risk.
Yes,
Fire departments,
True.
firefighters are always at risk. How many firefighters over the years have been killed when they're responding to a fire and they get gunfire?
We had that recently closer to home, didn't we? Where a man set his home
Stole
on fire,
a fire truck.
and then he stole a fire
Well,
truck.
not the fire truck, but the fire
chief,
vehicle.
battalion chief
Battalion.
car.
Yep.
Shortly after taking the ambulance, deputies said the man, identified as 36-year-old Cheyenne D. Woods of Red Springs, crashed into another vehicle. Deputy said after Woods exited the vehicle, he shot the driver of the other car. The shooting victim, 74-year-old Marie Locklear of Red Springs, dead.
Yeah.
She was transported to a hospital but died from her injuries. Well, if y'all don't know me by now, you don't know me. I'm going to check records. Cheyenne D. Woods of Red Springs, 36 years of age, Indian male, has served time in the North Carolina Department of Corrections starting in 2008, shooting into an occupied house. He served 2 years beginning in 2014. He was not sentenced. He did not go to prison until 2014, 6 years after shooting into this occupied house, after he was convicted 4 years after the offense. And he was convicted in 2012, but still didn't go to prison until 2014. And that whole time was concurrent with his sentence for conviction of armed robbery on the same date back in 2008. Armed robbery. While in prison, he was caught with some sort of a weapon and arrested for that. He had some additional time added to his sentence. This fine, upstanding man was also arrested and convicted for shooting into another occupied building and killing a man. He was convicted for that one of second-degree murder. He was initially released in 2019, but ended up having his parole revoked and spending more quality time in the state prison system at our expense. Getting out 26 months ago, 2 years and 2 months ago, he was released. His parole ended actually 7 months before he was released from prison. His parole had been revoked, then reinstated. Now, with the failures of the judicial parole system, Mr. Woods is back in the slammer, charged with the death of a 74-year-old woman
Innocent woman.
who was in the wrong place at the wrong time, a death that could have been prevented.
Exactly.
Should have been prevented. This guy had a track record, a history. Had a history. And now he's going back, charged with murder. At 36 years of age, as he is now, half of his life has been behind bars. The way he's been going, he could once again walk our streets within just a few years. They're going to have to prove first-degree murder, and then they're going to have somebody with the brass to prosecute him to go for the death penalty if they charge him with first-degree homicide,
Right.
which they should. There's no doubt he committed. This is a felony murder. He committed murder
Mhm.
in the commission of another felony. That is felony murder. Now, if they can't do it in Robeson County, if they'll just bring him on down here, we got a big backyard. We can hold a trial. Doesn't take long. We can hold a trial in here. It won't
Let's
take
take him
long.
fishing.
Won't take long.
Let's take him fishing.
Explain to me again how this
Great.
happens. Convince me, if you dare try, why this kind of scum should be alive.
I'm not
Sorry.
going to make excuses. I'm sorry, Lee.
No, you
Just
go
real
ahead.
quick. I think one of it, they're going to blame it on overcrowded prisons.
Oh,
I mean,
they closed the prison units because they were not sentencing people to prison. Did you know that? There were a number of North Carolina prison units that were closed years ago because they didn't have enough prisoners to fill
We
them
need to
up.
open them back
What is
up.
wrong with us? I can create 121 vacancies. We can open up 121 beds in 1 week.
It is our judicial system, our penal code system, all of that needs
It's
to
a bunch
be
of
revised.
ass people in
We
charge.
need to fix it.
That's what it is.
910-333-0139. It's a Monday morning. We'd love to hear from you and your thoughts on all the good and bad news so far that we've had to talk about today. And it's not we have to talk about it, but we want to talk
You
about it.
need to know about
Yeah.
it. And we've got opinions about it. We don't bring you the news. The news is everywhere for you to get. We have to show you some of the other. Who else is going to run this guy's background? Nobody.
Mhm.
Nobody's going to tell you how sloppy the system is in Robeson County. It's a sloppy system. It has been forever.
Well, it's not.
I lost a
only
friend
county.
there. He was a state trooper. He went from here. He used to be a deputy sheriff. Bridge is named after him down there in North Topsail.
Yes, Larry Walton.
Larry Wood. Larry,
No, wait. No,
you confuse me now.
wasn't it?
Anyway,
Larry Walton?
anyway, Larry was killed. He everybody celebrated him getting a job with the highway patrol. That was his goal in life. So he left. He went over there. Stopped the car. He's dead. And if you've never been to a cop's funeral, been to several.
The highway patrol, very different from any other law enforcement in the state of any state, at least in North Carolina. I've never, except at a very bad scene of an accident, a highway patrolman who rides by himself and makes a stop by himself is with that person by himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, another group of state cops that we don't think about, y'all don't think about, I do, because I'm familiar with them, who have, during certain times of the year, that everybody they go up against has got a gun. Everybody. They're wildlife officers,
Yeah.
marine fisheries enforcement officers. But wildlife officers during the hunting season, everybody they go up against has got a gun. Think about it. And they're alone. They're in the woods with these people.
Yeah.
That's a tough.
Yeah.
The only advantage they have is they know that the other guy has got a gun. State trooper pulls over 999 people and nobody does anything, and they get a citation and they may cuss you, they may do whatever, and yada yada yada. You drive away and everything is fine, right? Until that one person that you don't know is wanted for murder somewhere, or that car was stolen and was not reported stolen, like Hugh Griffin found out over in Pender County in 1974, I think it was. A state trooper there pulled over a car, and the guys that pulled over the car, they escaped from the New Hanover County Jail, the county jail, and had not been broadcast, reported anywhere except in New Hanover County. The sheriff there at the time did not want it getting out that his department lost these inmates, and they killed him. They shot this trooper to death alongside the highway.
It's crazy.
The SBI guy processing the scene, he asked me to go over to the hospital, to the morgue, to take care of that for him. So I guess that fateful Sunday afternoon, that makes you really, You want to you want to know how some of us feel when we have to stand there over that? He had a family. He declined a promotion to sergeant because he stay in Brunswick in Pender County. He that's where he worked most of his career. Well, pretty much all of his career at that time. He wanted to stay there, raise his family there. But if you're promoted, you move on. At that time, I don't know what they do now.
I did find it, the Larry Walton Memorial Bridge located
Larry Walton.
in North Topsail Beach was named in honor of North Carolina Highway Patrolman Larry Thomas Walton, who was killed in line of duty in 1972.
We talk about law enforcement on Thursday. Crime Stoppers had their annual luncheon. Obviously, we were surrounded
Thank you, Ray.
by law enforcement. Our sheriff was there. Our police chief was there. The graduating students of BLET that are now going to be law enforcement.
Yeah, good for them.
Were there. But Jeff Clark, the CEO of Marine Federal Credit Union, he took my place to do the invocation.
Right.
And he did what I would have done too, and that is to ask for God's blessing over all law enforcement. Rayford, you've been there. Lee, you know many that have been there. With family, I had some family that were in there. When you walk out that door,
you just don't know.
You don't know. And I don't minimize the security, the people that work security. When you had the security business,
there were two in Wilmington who were killed at the school during the riots.
Right.
Working security.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
no, they were.
We were armed, but still, it's
he who shoots first wins.
Right.
Most of the time. You understand that?
Yeah.
I can remember being in some bad situations. Fortunately, they all worked out okay to our benefit. But man, I remember working a rock concert. It was out in a big field out there in Duplin County, and
Well, they were also
it
stoned.
turned
Didn't
deadly before the evening was over. There was shooting and big fire in the parking area. It was crazy, crazy.
But thanks to Crime Stoppers for what you guys
thank
do.
you, Crime
that
Stoppers.
organization is just like I've had personal dealings and helping set up two of them, one in Wilmington, New Hanover County, and one in Horry County. That is the way it's pronounced, Horry County, South Carolina. And I actually volunteered to shoot some video and do reenactments, helping to do the reenactments for a monthly appearance on TV out of Wilmington for both of those locations. I had a blast doing it. I get to play Hollywood director, you know.
Well, Chris, we're going to have to get a flag now for Crime Stoppers to put up there.
We will make that happen.
Well, yeah, we need to do that. We're going to
Let's
decorate this whole place.
And we're fortunate. Our chairman and our vice chair are both former law enforcement with Onslow County and
Donnie
City of Jacksonville. Donnie Worrell
is
our
he
sheriff.
chairman?
He's chairman.
He's a great guy.
And Ernie Lynch.
Yeah.
And you Ernie, yes.
Ernie, my man.
And
I got to get him in here.
Yeah,
harass him. He's coming.
They do a super job in their positions. We have a wonderful executive board. We have a wonderful board of board members, and the people that help out.
When's the next barbecue? I'm ready.
April.
All right.
April. We'll start selling February and March.
Get ready, sell tickets.
And but it just I think
that's sacrilegious for hams to buy barbecue.
Picture.
Let's just not start now, dead pig.
No. Well, I ain't gonna eat no live one. They haven't been washed.
I
like the Crime Stopper barbecue.
Well, it comes from Smithfield,
and I buy more than one ticket and I give them away. So,
and we talk about, and so a lot of the things we've talked about were out of the country. Here in North Carolina, Rhode Island. You might have heard that Meathead, as most people knew him, but Rob Reiner, a great actor, a great director.
We're going to get to that one next.
Okay, well, go ahead. I'm going to let you know.
We all
He's got it.
I don't have to buy nothing more than what y'all got.
Oh,
Rob
Well,
Reiner and his wife,
Yes.
Michelle Singer, was her name?
Yeah.
singer,
Yeah.
right?
She was 68. He was 78. And the reason I say was, in case y'all have
Yes.
been
Mhm.
missing in action for the last 24 hours, they were murdered. They found their bodies
Right.
yesterday afternoon, 3 o'clock, I think, West Coast time. That'd
Yes.
been around 6 o'clock here. That's when the news started breaking anyway. They'd been stabbed to death. It appears at this
Mhm.
time they were stabbed to death.
Found by their
Right.
daughter as the late. Now that's
Right.
again
The latest.
the
yes.
latest what we hear.
They've been married together. This pair had been married since the 80s, I think it was. They had a couple of sons, maybe
Right.
three, I think. Three
He
kids.
was originally
Three kids.
married to
Penny Marshall.
Penny Marshall.
Penny Marshall, yeah.
And we all know her.
Yeah.
Funny.
Laverne.
Laverne and Shirley fame. And she passed away a few years ago.
Right.
Diabetic issues
Mhm.
Mhm.
got become critical. But anyway, anyway, yeah, don't know any more than that. I suspect crimes like this quite often are very close to home.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Okay. The reason that in a lot of cases that, and to be honest with you, when I first heard it yesterday and they said that they'd been found dead and together, I'm like, okay, murder, suicide.
That's the first thing I
That's,
thought.
yeah, but that's the cop mentality thinking, because that's unfortunately
Mhm.
quite often the way things work. Been to a couple of those, several of them, but they wasn't the case. They were both stabbed, and neither was self-inflicted. So then you look at who's around, who else is there, what's going on. You always look at family, and when I talked earlier about you eliminate people
Right.
when everybody at a crime scene, everybody that's there, you get their fingerprints.
Mhm.
And one of the reasons the police at a crime scene, they're supposed to, the right cops will do it. We'll have one person assigned to even record the names of every law enforcement or medical person or EMS person or anybody else who comes to that crime scene officially. We got to know these people are, so
Mhm.
we can start going through it to eliminate these individuals. When we find all these extra fingerprints around here, no, you eliminate the people who have reason to be there, to have been there. Sometimes it gets down, there is no strangers, nobody when you do a crime scene. Nobody is a stranger that's there, the fingerprints that you have. You can account for every one of the fingerprints that you find. Unusual, but it happens. Okay, I've eliminated any stranger danger stuff, so
Who's
who
up?
else is left? Now our field has been narrowed.
Yeah, good.
And I think right now the field has been narrowed, but only based upon no evidence except based upon history. And we'll find out later on.
As we did some 30 years ago with OJ.
Yeah, we did.
A lot of people were bringing that up last night on the chat.
I'm sure they were, but
Well, the first thing that a lot of people in the Hollywood arena will start thinking about is going to be the Sharon Tate stuff.
right. Yeah.
Who else is out there? What's going on? Is this a cult situation or is this but there have been a lot of, over the years, the decades, very rich people in the Hollywood arena have been attacked, robbed in their homes.
Yeah.
People were home and weren't supposed to be home when their homes were burglarized. Lots of homes have been burglarized when people were not at home. You don't read a whole lot about it because they don't want you to know that much about it.
Yeah.
Security systems are pretty predominant among that group of individuals because they're in fear. They live in fear.
Oh, I'm sure that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you, I learned more about Rob Reiner last night than I ever wanted to know. I mean, there were so many stories coming out, which they're stories.
No, there's stories about everybody.
And I will say speculation is saying that it was the son. Speculation.
One of the sons, yeah.
But I will
Right.
tell you that when LAPD did their news presser, they should have not even had a presser because the things that detective sergeant, whoever he was, It was not good at all. He made a fool out of himself, actually, in my opinion.
Well,
They shouldn't have even had a presser.
Well, one of the things that they have to be very careful of is for their jobs.
We know
Why?
that.
Because
we know
the mayor will
that.
fire them because the Hollywood elite are very influential. That's one of the issues.
Like the family.
I wouldn't give a presser if I was in their shoes.
Well, I don't think it's
About
necessary that we have to have a presser. And I think in the situation last night, it probably would have been better for them not to give one rather than go out and make the stupid statements that he made. Because it was just, I'm like, hey, does this guy have any training on what to say? Because it was bad.
We've seen this before. We've
Yes.
seen it locally. We've seen
Yes,
all
we
sorts
have.
of stupid stuff over the years.
Yes, we have.
Not necessarily here locally, but locally I've been
Right.
down at them. And it's like, God, does this guy have a clue what he's talking about?
But the family has put out statements that it was Rob and his wife. They did last night.
Well,
They
that's
put
been
out
confirmed,
statements. Yeah, that's been confirmed. The police department would not confirm that last night. They said they were waiting till the autopsy. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Some of the stuff that this guy said last night, I'm like, you'd just be better go back in and investigate.
Go home.
Get
have
off the
dinner.
camera. Good Lord.
Anyway, all those things are tragic. It's a rough weekend.
It was a horrible weekend. I mean, we were texting each other going, what now?
We had a
Horrible.
tragic situation that actually happened last week here. Onslow Sheriff's Office investigating the tragic death, probable drowning death of a 16-month-old baby. Another thing that brings back bad memories. Last Thursday, deputies were called to help find a missing child from a home on Old Timber Road.
Mm-hmm.
The officers found the unconscious baby, they called him unconscious, in a water-filled container on the front porch of this house. They performed life-saving measures, CPR, on the baby, the infant, until EMS got there. The EMS workers took over. They transported and still doing emergency life-saving procedures all the way to Camp Lejeune, to the Naval Trauma Center there. And baby did not survive.
I have so many questions, but I will
Well,
wait.
I don't know enough to ask any questions,
Right.
so we'll wait and see what they come up with.
Well, that's
The
what I said. I will wait.
Sheriff's Office is investigating circumstances surrounding the death. These happened back in the 70s. There was one at and Beecham's Apartments, the
Yes.
newer second ones there.
Oh,
on,
the swimming pool.
and the swimming pool.
Yes, I remember that.
I recovered that body.
It's
That
just
night.
so
But,
sad.
they had the sheriff's office out there. It was in the county at the time. And they had the volunteer firefighters were all over the place helping search. It was a big
remember
cornfield
that.
out there. They were going through the cornfield. They were checking everywhere. It was in the early fall, as I recall.
Rayford,
It was
wasn't the swimming pool really, really super dirty or something? They ended
had
up having to
turned-
drain it.
The filters were turned
Yes.
off. They didn't. I don't know whether they drained
I mean-
it or not. But when I got there, Bill Woodward was the lieutenant,
Billy
uniform lieutenant. He had the office call me and asked me to come out there to check the pool discreetly,
Mhm.
is the way they wanted it done, because they didn't want the mama upset and all that sort of good stuff. So I did. And I went to the first pool. There were 3 pools at the time, and the filter in either one or all had been turned off. I'm not sure why. That it wasn't circulating. Maybe it was prepping for something else. But you couldn't see the bottom in this pool anyway. First one that I
Right.
went to. So I dropped down. There's I found a baby, the body,
So sad.
and 19 months old. Yeah, 19 months old, little boy, and he had wandered out the door and was discovered missing sometime after noon. And
Remember that?
found him about 10 o'clock that night. And they've been looking for him since early afternoon.
Mhm.
And, it wasn't JPD stuff. So I had no call to be there. Could have gone, but I didn't. But anyway, that's,
So sad.
that was the way it was. There's nothing criminal, negligent, you might say, but the door was unlocked. Child ended up going out and down the stairs. This was a second floor that
Yeah.
they lived on. Went down the stairs.
I know when I heard that story it happened last week, my first reaction was like, what?
How did the baby
What?
in this case get through the gate that's supposed to be locked?
There's,
Or
like I
closed?
say, I have a lot of questions, but I will wait
But this
until
one,
the
we don't know.
investigation is done.
You know, children are children, and infants and everybody else are nosy.
Right.
They're curious,
Of course.
and you know, tragic situations happen. That's the reason we try to childproof a home, and the only thing we childproof it from is us.
Us, right. Can't get the cabinets open. Aggravating. Can't turn the door
Children
knob.
are children, and you just really, it's
Right.
unless you put your 120 volt plugs up there about 8 feet off the floor, they gonna get to them with a knife and stick it in there at some point in time.
Well, my granddaughter, when she was little, this is living in Texas. Her parents were asleep. The doorbell rang. They went to the door. This was in the morning. And it was a neighbor with the granddaughter. She had actually unlocked the front door and gone outside. And the neighbor got her and brought her back. And they had to put locks way up high on the door
Yeah.
from that point on. But it does happen. You know, kids are curious.
Yeah. Absolutely.
sad.
It is sad.
Sad.
It's really
So sad.
Now,
Go ahead.
got some good news.
Okay. I've got some more. as
It's
well.
about a crime.
Very good.
I'm
Both
sorry,
of you.
say that
Good.
again.
Go
It's
on.
about a crime, a
Well.
bad thing. A Jacksonville man's in the jailhouse now because he kept shopping at several local stores over the past few months. The problem, according to police, is that he didn't pay for the stuff that he took home. 23-year-old Weiss Seance jailed on a host of charges that resulted from those thefts. His bond, almost $200,000. Charges included 5 trips to Best Buy, where he's accused of stealing a smartwatch, headphones, a cell phone, a Ring camera, and a gaming controller. The Ring camera might alert him now that, well, too late now, that when police were at his door. His shopping trips to Walmart netted him a portable power station, according to the arrest warrants. All total, 8 counts of larceny by removing, destroying, or deactivating anti-shoplifting inventory control devices, 10 counts of possession of stolen goods, 2 counts of larceny, breaking and entering, larceny after breaking and entering, injury to real property, and to top it all off, carrying a concealed weapon.
But let's talk about how he was caught, Rayford.
How was he caught?
He went back to the stores to get a refund on what he stole.
The reason that we have so many arrests in this country is because so many of the crooks are dumb.
Stupid. Months and months later, after he stole the stuff, he goes back. I like to get a refund.
I
Have a
can't
receipt?
use it.
No.
The other thing,
Like,
the other thing that could have made that dumber is if they said, "Well, do you have your phone number for your account?" And they gave it to them.
what, no, I mean,
That's like the idiot that went into the bank in Wilmington, 5th and Market, or somewhere along Market Street, and he wrote on the back of his deposit slip for another bank
right.
a note. This is a give me, I need a specific amount of money.
Uh-huh.
And he needed it, and he left a note there. His deposit slip from the other bank. They went to the other bank, and sure enough, he had put that money in that bank so he could write a check for a car payment. That he
I just want to know how this guy got away with stealing so much. There's cameras everywhere. Every day on the sheriff's app or JPD's page, you see pictures from Lowe's or Walmart. You usually Yop Road. Do you know this person? Yeah.
This is a rewarding
Oh,
story.
sorry.
He's $187,000 bond. He did pay $1,000 on the concealed carry permit. Or the concealed carry of a gun illegally. He did. He paid $1,000.
Here's our
on that.
PSA for anybody going for your concealed carry renewal.
Yes.
He's done.
Make sure you take your current license with you. Your current.
I've got a
Concealed
you told me
weapons
that
license.
yesterday, and I got a question for you.
I have
I
it
do
on
too.
paper here.
Why don't you carry it in your wallet all the time on your
It was
person?
in my wallet, but
You left your
according to
wallet
the
in the
paper,
car?
it was hidden. But according to the paper, I was in the sheriff's office parking lot. It should have been safe. But look,
They got bad guys that go through that parking lot
I
every
know
day.
there were some hoodlums out there when I
Look,
first
look
got
at
there.
where the sheriff's office has got a jail there. Do you think innocent
Well,
people go
first
to
of
visit
all,
the
I
people
had
in
a
the
park
jail?
near JPD because during the day the
And
parking there.
again, and then there's the courthouse. Don't forget, there's the courthouse down there.
Exactly.
Bad people go in and out of the
Well,
courthouse
look,
every day.
look.
How about the bonding offices up and
They
down in front
wouldn't
of
have
there?
look anyway. According to the paper, and I have it in my pocketbook right now, it said, "Bring your driver's license."
Oh,
That's all it said. So I brought my driver's
What
license.
paper do you need to take?
Well,
I'm curious
okay.
because mine expired.
I went
take
online
your
and
concealed carry permit with you.
I went
That is
online
expired.
and
How long's it been expired?
Years.
Oh, you got to
you've
start
gotta
from
start all
scratch.
over.
I got to
again.
start at scratch. Yeah.
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 All right,
Class
I went
and everything.
online.
You got to go find a class. I
Yeah.
can give you information on that.
I'm sorry, Lee. Go ahead.
Are you
Thank-
sure?
Yes, I'm sorry. Oh, I was asking for me because I need to know.
I'm picking. I went online and renewed it, and I paid the fee online.
Oh,
But you still have to print out the application and have it notarized and take it in. So I
easier
read the
than it used to
paper
be.
and I said, "What all do you need now?" So I got my application, had it notarized several places. It said you must bring in your driver's license, and if you don't have a driver's license, then your North Carolina state ID or your DD 214, blah blah blah,
Or your
whatever.
passport.
Or so I walked 3 blocks.
You needed the exercise. It was good
Yeah,
for you
it was
because
good
of all those
exercise.
oysters that you were going to do.
And I got in there, and the guy goes, I thought he kept saying Social Security card. And I'm like, what for? And finally, he had a bit of an accent. Plus, he was behind the glass. Plus, there was a guy behind me talking loud. Anyway, we finally figured it out. Concealed carry permit. And I'm like, well, it didn't say that on the paper. And he said, I have to have it. And I'm like, okay. I said, give me 30 minutes because I need to catch the train to the other end of the parking lot. Anyway, it ended well. So he has all my information now.
You ever go to like
it's all good.
you ever go to the mall in Wilmington?
Yes.
You ever been there?
Yes.
How far do you have to walk just from the parking lot to get into the mall?
Go there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you're complaining about walking about 150 yards.
I'm not complaining. It was good exercise. I'm just saying you should put it on the paper.
Sounded like she was
Items
complaining to me.
included in this package. You will need to bring the following items. Okay, items included. Did that. And affidavit did that. Items not included in this package, valid photo ID showing Onslow County residential address, which was my driver's license. And nowhere on there does it say, and I will honestly say I should have thought to bring that just in case. But it didn't say.
You are renewing it. Hello.
It didn't say to bring it.
But you're renewing it.
What does it matter? They
Common
have it
sense.
on file.
Wait, tell
Just
that,
no, it's
tell
a
that to the
PSA.
state trooper when you don't have your driver's license on you.
There's
Let
a
me know how
P-
it works
This
out
is
for
just
you.
a friendly PSA. Take everything
It's
you own
been,
in there.
it's been a fun PSA. I can say that. So
Take it all. Chris, you need to have the
I'm going to send
Chris
that guy a
Thomas.
thank you note. 'cause
you
that's
need to
gonna
have
be
that
funny.
added on there.
What?
You need to have it added on there to bring your current license.
Attention,
your-
1073.
your
Bring
CCT
your current
okay.
or,
Mental
eh,
papers?
or recently expired. See, if yours had been
Mine's not
expired for
expired.
less than a year,
Yes.
you could have just renewed
Yes.
it.
Well, I do have to take class, and I've had many people offer to give me a
I can
class.
tell you where to go.
I'm sure you would.
Right now, she would.
I can tell you where to go. My class was,
Hey, we were in the same class.
that's right, short and sweet.
Yeah. I just.
Well, you had muskets in those days.
After the weather, I got more good news.
Out to 20 nautical miles today. If you want to go offshore, I'd suggest you don't. You'll do
Cold.
better later in the week. Well, forget the cold. The waves are big. Northerly winds 20 to 25 knots, gust to 30, diminishing to 10 to 15 this afternoon. Seas this morning 4 to 6 feet, and they're going to be kind of close together. They're going to be really choppy, subsiding to 2 to 4 in the afternoon. Sounds and rivers rough, diminishing to a moderate chop in the afternoon. Tuesday, those sounds and rivers, by the way, like the Pamlico and those things, and those big wide rivers and stuff like that. You ever been in them when they're rough? They can have 3 and 4 foot seas in the Pamlico Sound, and they are close together and together. I'll remind me later, and I'll tell you the name of a boat that reminded me of that too, that we had down at Thailand Marine one time. Tuesday, westerly winds 10 to 15 knots, diminishing to 5 to 10 in the afternoon. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Sounds and rivers a moderate chop, diminishing to a light chop in the afternoons. Southwesterly winds on Wednesday, 15 to 20. Seas 3 to 5. Adjacent sounds and rivers are going to be choppy.
Today, sunny with a high near 37, north wind 5 to 9 miles per hour, becoming light in the afternoon. Tonight, clear with a low around 16. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 50. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 60. And Thursday, a chance of showers after 1 p.m., partly sunny with a high near 68. Okay. Understand that.
Can't wait for Thursday. Bill, get your clubs ready.
Bill who?
Bill Laughinghouse. He's one of our listeners.
Yeah, Bill.
I thought you were going to have Donald to do the club.
Donald, aren't
you and Donald going to go clubbing together?
He's afraid to play me. The bottom line is he's afraid.
The president
to play me.
is chicken.
All I'm saying is I threw the challenge out there to play him with one club.
He's a Republican chicken. Chick, 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 chick. Bark, 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 bark.
Lee, you got look, I'll tell you what, if we do the show at Dr. Murphy's or Congressman Murphy's office, I'll pop in real quick to talk to Don and ask him if he wants to play.
I think we should do it.
What, play golf?
No, I think we should go do the show at Greg's office.
And then challenge the president.
I think you just need to go ahead and send a formal invitation and copy Dr. Murphy and have him to deliver it to you formally to the president. Deliver it to him.
His choice of courses. We can play Camp Lejeune. We'll play there. Play the gold course or the scarlet one. Don't matter to me.
I'll go to Rock Creek.
I go to Jacksonville. I just walk over there.
Let's go to Rock Creek.
I can get by security over here.
I want to
the back way.
I know Rock Creek well.
Some good news that happened over the weekend. Two of the other organizations that I do charity work with are the Knights of Columbus of Infinite Prague Church. And yesterday, we set up to give out 150 coats to children.
Oh, that's cool.
Brand new coats.
Love that. New ones, really?
New ones. Parishioners donated brand new coats, and we gave some away. But we didn't give them all away. And so there's another program through our outreach center that gives charity out. And we'll be passing those out to needy children. And then one of our other organizations called Sleep in Heavenly Peace is we build a bunk.
Yes.
We build beds.
We had them on the show last year. Yes.
And over the weekend, built 30.
Wow. We need to get them
30 children are now sleeping in beds instead of floors.
Isn't that wonderful?
And
nice.
It's just it's heartwarming at this time of season where people are so giving, and people really are giving.
Yes,
they really are, because a new project that Kathy and I have taken on is.
Good Lord.
What are you going to do in your spare time?
All right, what's this new project?
This new project is we're getting donations for sweatpants and sweatshirts for the trauma center, as we did last year, for the Naval Hospital.
For the wounded warriors or the trauma center?
The trauma center, because that's the only trauma center. So if you're an Onslow County resident, you need to go to a trauma center. You go out to the Naval Hospital.
Military or not.
Military or not.
That's right.
And you're going to usually get in a gown.
And here's the situation when you get there.
Yeah, you're going to be put in a gown to be fixed or doctored and everything. Then when you leave, because they may have had to cut your clothes off, all you have is that hospital gown.
And that's not a lot of.
It's cold.
You can get a job as a plumber.
And it's 16 degrees out right now.
Yeah, so we through our church are taking donations of sweatpants and sweatshirts of all sizes.
Very nice.
To take out there, and then we bag them. We put them in baggies so that the corpsmen, They just have to go into their little closet and grab a large, medium,
Very
small,
nice.
to match it to the people. So, and people have already started giving to that. So
You know, you don't
Next time
think
I'm
about
out,
it, but
I'll
I'm
look for
sure
some.
that there are a lot of the folks who are single or whatever,
Mhm.
maybe of age, have some sort of a trauma event,
Yeah.
and they end up out there. They got no one. There's no one
Mhm.
here. There's no family member here. They may not even have any friends that are close enough to go to their house to get them some clothes to bring out there. That's a great thing you're doing.
well, but
That's
we
That's
wonderful.
appreciate
wonderful.
We appreciate
Wonderful.
it. The last I got to just mention is, so yesterday I had the
Uh-oh.
pleasure of playing after the doctors, St. Nicholas of Myra,
Mm-hmm.
who is actually St. Nicholas of Myra is a Catholic saint who Santa Claus is taken after. So Santa Claus,
So spin off.
that's a spinoff from St. Nicholas of Myra. That's the picture I showed you.
Yes.
And
Nice
the
picture.
children thought of him as Santa Claus, so they were telling Santa Claus what they wanted for Christmas. And St. Nicholas made sure that in whatever language the children were speaking, because there were some Hispanic children, to tell the parents in Spanish what the children wanted for Christmas. And so here's a question for our listeners. If they could, bless you, if they could have a wish for Christmas, what would they wish for? 910-333-0139.
What's your Christmas wish? Is there something that you would like? I mean, it may be, it can be something, an item. You're not going to stop them at that, but what is your wish? Do you have a special wish that you would like to have for
Is
this
there-
Christmas?
is there-
910-333-0139.
Is there a little boy that we know that would like a $4,000 radio?
No, it's 10,000.
Oh, never mind.
But I actually don't want it anymore
Don't be
because
looking at me because it's not coming from
because
here.
it's got built-in obsolescence, and you have to buy the updated stuff to do
Oh,
it all
okay.
the time. So I do not
Oh.
want anything that I have to do that with stuff now, and I hate it.
Well, I think it'd be nice.
Shall I
I'm-
point to this telephone right here?
Uh,
Suddenly, it's 2 years old, and the contract is up, and now they're bombarding me with, "You need to buy this and buy this. We can put it on your account." No, you can't. You can take it off of my account.
Well, this is simple for our listeners.
Yeah.
Let's call in.
Call in.
Tell us something
What
cheerful.
what you would like to have for Christmas for you, or perhaps for someone else.
Yeah.
A lot of people wish other things for other people.
Yeah.
So 910-333-0139.
Lee, do you have something?
Not that I can think of.
What's the worst Christmas gift you've ever been given?
I can't say that there ever was a worse.
Oh, you mean they were all bad or they were
No,
all good?
I've appreciated and liked everything
well,
I've
you
ever
know.
gotten.
Well, I know there was, but you were gracious though. You would appreciate coal. I'm sure you'd find a purpose for
I mean,
it.
I'm just that way. I appreciate anything and everything.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing too small or too cheap or too, or too. I mean, I appreciate everything. It's the thought that counts, and I think,
Coal, the thought that's behind coal is
like
what?
you said, I'll find a use for it.
Mhm. As long as they supply, if you get coal, you want a slingshot to go with it, don't you?
Well, I
They got
mean,
coal up in little projectiles.
I've gotten gifts in the past and like we all have that you're like, that's very nice. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but you put it up on the shelf and you enjoy it. And I can't think of anything that I've ever gotten that was bad.
Anybody know where I can find a shelf, an elf on a shelf, a little
Yeah.
one? I know,
Yeah.
or do they still make them?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where can I go find one?
He's even got a cousin out now or something.
Yeah. I got plenty of them. They scare our daughter.
Really?
We
Yeah.
need to bring him into
Yeah.
the studio.
Okay.
You need to bring him in, and every morning we'll put him in a different place. Let's see if anybody
I've
can.
got a place. I
got a place for him.
No, but I'm.
What was
I'm
yours?
Toy box.
going to go find one. If you tell me where to go buy one,
Yeah.
because I don't like shopping, so I'm not going to go looking.
No.
That's
You-
why
y'all tell
I
me what-
shop Amazon.
Our daughter,
One button.
he's in a tote somewhere.
Oh, great! I may as well go shopping.
No, I get a.
Robbie says it's out there in the tote.
Last I saw Second Charles had them.
Who?
Second and Charles. Second Charles. It's a
thrift
store.
Second
Yeah.
Charles.
Yeah,
What was
I
yours?
like to go there.
What?
Worst.
To come in the future, I'm sure. Pending. What's the worst one you've ever given? With malice aforethought.
Nothing. An empty
With-
box.
With malice aforethought.
No, I can't
No?
say I've ever
You never
done
gave
that.
anybody like
No.
a newborn or a kid that's like 2 years old and you didn't get along with the parents. You didn't give the kid a trumpet or a set of drums or anything like that.
No, I got all this.
Oh yeah, you did. I can look. I can hear you think.
Well, now grandparents do have a tendency to give their grandchildren noisemakers.
Yeah, to get even with the parents, right?
I'm staying out of this one because I'm guilty of it all.
I know you are.
Oh.
I can pick guilt in a heartbit. I know.
But you talk about charcoal. I used to give the
I
employees
just
at the
charcoal,
cable-
just plain old coal.
Yeah. Oh, well, I bought the bag of charcoal, which is coal, right? Are you talking
It's too soft.
too soft?
Coal is hard.
Okay. Well, then I didn't give them what I told them, look, I'm actually giving you a diamond. It's your
Oh, no,
problem
present.
to get it compressed into the diamond. As I'm getting, yeah.
I don't think you can do that with charcoal, but you can do that with coal if you can get enough pressure on it.
I don't know any coal mines.
I don't know how much pressure that would be, though. Golly.
Oh, by the way, you did mention, Lee, maybe you posted the what?
Yes, in fact, I had it up here to mention
Watauga.
Watauga. Congratulations to the Watauga Pioneers who won the 6A state championship, the football championship against Middle Creek Mustangs
People who
on
stole it from
Friday.
us.
47-25. I watched the game. It was a
you?
great game. It was like watching the NFL.
You were up there cheering for them, weren't you?
No, but I
Bet you
I
was.
cheered for Watauga
That's
only
what I mean.
because I found out that Middle Creek was talking smack about Jacksonville when they were here. Just a certain individual up above us that was with the Middle Creek Mustangs.
That was just one person.
And I don't
I
care.
heard him.
My brother got so upset he left. He said, I had to leave because I was about ready to call the guy out.
Well, you know what? When
So
things
I'm
like
like,
that happen,
it's
and
football.
at that game, there were a couple of events that could have, Sir Isaac Newton,
Anyway.
gravity. We needed to test it.
I would tell you, and my
Just as
understanding
works.
is that Watauga had not won a championship in 47 years.
Yes.
Wow.
So it was a great game. Both sides played great.
What was it, 47?
47-25. And Middle Creek came alive the very last quarter, but it wasn't enough to overcome the, losing. But it was a good game. I put the link on our page for anybody who wanted to watch it. But yeah, it was really, really good. Really good.
I'm working on next year.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm already getting stuff together.
This year is last year. The next year is coming.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start with my two wishes.
Go
Get the
ahead.
phones ringing. There's two. One is we only pay one road tax locally.
I'm with you.
one road tax instead of you get charged twice. You live in the city, you get charged twice for that.
Talking about road tax or property tax?
Property car
tax.
vehicle tax.
That comes under your property
Yep.
tax.
Yeah.
And you pay twice there, and then you pay for gasoline every gallon of gasoline.
hmm
And they're giving some serious thought to either increasing the tax on gasoline so that all of us get to pay it, or charging those guys who don't pay any gasoline tax, those with electric vehicles,
Mm-hmm.
charge them a mileage fee.
Hmm.
Wonder how that's going to go over. Yo.
Wait,
What?
isn't it every year the taxes on your vehicle goes down because your
The value
vehicle
of the
depreciates?
value of the car goes down.
Mine goes down like $1. I'm
Well-
still paying over $400.
It's because you're valuable. You got a relatively new vehicle.
It's going
Buy
on.
a used one. buy an old, if you could find, see, my wish is if I could have ever gone back in time and been rich back in 1956, in October of 1956, would buy every 1957 Chevrolet and drain them all of the oil and find a warehouse big enough to hold every one of them. Take the tires off, but the tires are going to go bad.
Yeah.
And put them in a environmentally good room. No humidity would be the environment I'm thinking about. Somewhere around 50 degrees. And you paid $2,200 for those 1957 Chevrolets. If you buy them in mass like that, straight from the factory, you could probably get them for cheaper. And then pay today, because you pay what you pay for those cars, and if you put it on the road, here's what I paid for my night. They wouldn't even charge you any tax on a 1957 brand new. You know that?
No,
you couldn't.
Oh,
what would they charge you for? $1,800 car that is 50 years old, 60, 70 years old, 70 years old now. That's what it is. 67 years old. That's what they would charge you. So a 67-year-old vehicle, they're not going to charge you any taxes on that. It wouldn't be worth anything because it devalues every year, right?
Yeah.
Forget that it's an antique. That's irrelevant. It's not the way they look at it. Now, for some taxes, they might give you a bunch of grief if you declare it an antique. But if you're using it to drive around in, as a regular old car, you can sell it for $150,000, but the other guy would have to pay a lot of taxes on it.
Well, speaking of antique cars, at the Richlands Christmas parade Saturday night, a lot of beautiful antiques cars were there, and trucks. They were driving by the Grand Marshal was Donnie Cox from WCTI.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
And he was in a convertible classic.
Was he?
Yeah. Beautiful car.
Has he forgiven me yet for not hiring him? That's what he keeps reminding me of when I see him.
I love Donnie Cox, but we couldn't find anybody in Onslow County to be the Grand Marshal.
I know our sheriff was in front of us at our Crime Stopper
Just
vehicle.
asking, but I love Donnie Cox. I do.
They had a light on him, shining.
Really?
Yeah, shining up on him. And
Did he have his makeup on?
no, he didn't. I mentioned it. I told Kathy. I said,
Y'all are rough.
I said,
God.
I told
That's what you
Kathy.
have to have with lights on.
Well, Kathy's our
Good
mascot.
Lord.
She was dressed in her detention outfit, and I went, "Hey, he doesn't look the same as he does on TV. He's lost his tan."
Well, under the lights in a TV studio, you look, or photo lights or anything else,
Y'all
you look
rough.
awful. There's just no way to look really good naturally without a little assistance, either from the lighting or from the photographer. With
AI.
don't get me wrong. I am not going to tell you that I have not taken a what they call an ultraviolet filter, which is a clear filter, and put it on my camera.
You need one
And
here.
then put just a little bit of smear some Vaseline over the lens to soften it, to make it look a little bit less harsh on the. That was for ladies. Men, we don't care how bad their wrinkles look, unless they were running for office. I've had politicians that I photographed that wanted to look a whole lot younger. Men, oh God, they were worse than anything you've ever seen.
I'm going
Vain,
to ask you a question.
totally vain.
That story you did earlier about that thug from Robinson County. That
Yeah.
now, what was his
Cheyenne.
bond? Do you remember? Wasn't it like $100,000?
Oh, he's been charged with murder now.
All right, but didn't he have a bond or something? Who was it that we just talked about?
Oh, that was the guy that was stole all the stuff, $187,000.
Oh, anyway, I come across this story right here out of Georgia. It just happened a couple days ago about two security guards in Gwinnett County. They're facing multiple felony charges after allegedly impersonating police officers and threatening a man at gunpoint following a minor car crash near Stone Martin. The victim reported being surrounded and blocked in by the security guards. The guards, identified as a 22-year-old Ryan Mace and 35-year-old David Robinson, were dressed in tactical vests and reportedly used their guns to demand insurance information from the victim. Gwinnett County Police confronted the two men because they showed up.
That's impersonating a police officer.
With body camera footage capturing an officer questioning their actions. And anyway, let's just say the police said that the attire that the security guards were wearing made it very easy for them to be mistaken as law enforcement.
Sure.
But they both have been arrested and they remain in jail without bond.
Good.
Waiting for their court appearance. Wow. Owner of the security company, I hope you got good liability insurance. You're going to need it.
Want a crappy story?
Oh,
why not?
City of Jacksonville crews.
Oh.
A broken sewer main along Lejeune Boulevard near Scales Creek over the weekend. I've been around here most of my life. Where is Scales Creek?
When I saw it, okay. So when I saw the picture shown on television,
I didn't see that.
okay, there's a non-Chevy car dealership on Lejeune Boulevard.
Isn't that like near where Pine Valley comes out onto 24?
Is that near TT? Tara Terrace?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It's across from it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. All that. Mm-hmm.
There's a creek there?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was ever called Scales Creek, though. And I'm like, I had
never
to
heard
look
of
it up. And I'm like, where?
Anyway, over the weekend, they've been working since Saturday, 729,000. Yeah, that's right. 129,000. Who measured this stuff? 129,000 gallons of untreated wastewater spilled into the creek.
Mm.
No doubt an environmental impact study is forthcoming, because if untreated raw stuff going into our waters can damage a whole lot of,
Do not drink the water.
Everything.
Don't drink the water.
Well, we wouldn't drink the water anyway there, but it's a lot of damage can happen there. Don't know what occurred. They said, I guess there's a broken sewer main. And I don't know if this wastewater, I don't know what wastewater is it? Is it it's wastewater, I'm assuming, not runoff water. So, because, there are two different types of sewer lines running around,
Right.
There's wastewater,
Yeah.
like from streets and highways, and there's wastewater like from the toilets.
Similar. That's what
Don't drink
Royce
the
was talking
water.
about, right?
Yep. So
one of his
I
visits.
don't. So we'll have to wait and see what it all boils out.
But I thought about them because I saw that news story come across, and it was over the weekend, and they're out there in the cold, in the rain, out there digging up dirty soil.
Could have been worse. It could have been last night and today.
Well,
I hope they got it taken.
you were talking
I'm
about
sure
the
they got it
marine
taken
weather
care of.
earlier,
Yeah,
and I'm
it happens.
thinking it's so cold out there right now. Could be icebergs out there. We just need to go ahead and play the theme song to Titanic when you do the marine forecast.
They should have never made that movie anyway.
Why?
You already know what happens.
I know, but it's leading up to what happens to me. I thought the movie was okay. First time watching it, it was good. Okay. But it has been on 100 million times.
I've only seen it once, and that was at the theater.
Yes.
Originally.
Oh, wow. I bet it was really awesome at the theater. The surround sound.
Did it hit an
big
iceberg?
screen.
I don't remember.
Did you feel like you were was on the ship when
I
it
was
hit?
listening to the music. The music was really cool. When the band was playing, the orchestra was playing.
Oh, yeah.
On the
I
way
loved
down,
that
the
era.
glub, glub.
Oh, that's like the Poseidon Adventure. Remember that movie?
The Silent Adventure was a really good
Oh,
Ernest
yes.
Borgnine.
movie.
Yes.
And
Shelley
Winters.
Winters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love it. I will still watch it if it comes on. Watching those old movies like that.
Mhm. Well,
You know?
you can get them if you got the right stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know, but I'm not going to go looking
Let's
for it.
go to
I'd
the
rather
Queen
just-
City where a bunch of idiots are in charge.
Charlotte Uptown.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
We know what happened about their rail system, right? They're on their train stuff.
Two of them.
Yes.
Yeah, two different times. People got stabbed, right?
Yep.
Well, they're figuring out what to do about it. They're putting $3.4 million into the system now.
For, I hope, security.
Public relations to advertise for marketing.
How safe it is?
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Did you understand how much money $3.4 million is? $3.4 million to tell everybody everywhere, we got a great rail system in here. Come visit us. Bring your
hire
nice
security.
vest.
Just don't hire the
Bring
ones
your
from Georgia,
gun.
but hire security. God.
They voted to hire, the city council did this, to hire a Texas-based firm to support a multi-year communications and branding effort for cats. Come stab with us. City officials have said the contract was unrelated to the recent stabbings on the light rail system. And that the timing was coincidental. Then why did you just vote on it this month to hire this group? I call bologna sandwiches.
Yeah. I worry for my son, Jordan. He takes now the train from Raleigh to Charlotte. Doesn't have to drive. It's cheaper.
They can pay me, I don't know, $100,000 a year, and I will provide security for him. That's cheaper than $3.4 million to tell everybody how great it is.
Wow.
Give me $100,000. I'll go ride that train every time he goes back and forth. And I will protect him.
Yeah.
Everybody else needs protection. Give me $100,000. I'll protect you too in the same car. Jesus. I don't who can make this stuff up?
I would just be curious where the money comes from.
City council tax dollars.
So similar to maybe our area, if you're in the city and the city's in the county, you're going to pay twice for that advertising.
Mecklenburg is confused as it is. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a confusing place
Mecklenburg
anyway.
County, Mecklenburg City, Charlotte, Mecklenburg Police Department, Charlotte, Mecklenburg this, Mecklenburg, Charlotte this, whatever.
Well, they're going to need advertising when they get that baseball team.
Who's going to provide security for them?
I don't know. Why don't we just spend millions of dollars to do publicity for it? It is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I cannot explain the mentality of some of the people who end up in office. I just cannot. I cannot do it. Thank God around here, we get some people with common sense.
I agree. I agree.
I just don't get how some of these idiots end up in office year after year, term after term after term.
Well, there was a story out and people were believing it because it made it to social media, that there was a bill that was going to be signed soon up in D.C., limiting terms for Congress and Senate.
That's never going to happen.
That they were not going to get paid retirement after their service. They were not going to receive the benefits other than what you receive from Social Security.
What makes them, if they're citizen legislators, this is what they're supposed to be, right?
Yes.
They're not professionals. They're citizen legislators. Why should they get any more benefits as citizen legislators than the citizens that they represent?
Well, they shouldn't, but
they do. They get license plates that allow them to drive any speed limit they want without. They're not. They can drive from here to Washington at 100 miles an hour if they want to. Going to and from their.
When you have the ability to make your rules, when you got the ability to say how much you're going to pay yourself, how much you're going to get paid,
yep,
and you have all this control, then I go back to Benjamin Franklin at the Continental Congress. He told them, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. And they did it. And that started to put us where we're at today.
Well.
And Joe Q. Public, Rayford Brown, Lee Bowers,
Right.
you cannot run for office.
Well, that's our lovable Theo calling.
Because
I'm not
you don't
running
have-
for office.
No, I know you.
Wait.
I know you're not going to, but you couldn't afford to do it.
Even if I could afford it, I wouldn't do it. I work
Theo's-
behind the scenes.
John Edwards did it.
Yeah, let's put Theo on. Can we sign Theo up to run for office?
And
can
we
do it, can't we?
should.
I would
I
vote for
think
him.
I think I would vote for
I
him.
would vote
I
for
guarantee
Theo.
you, I'd vote for him. Hey, Theo.
Hey, Corvals, what's going on?
Oh,
Notre
it's
Dame
not a whole
Paradise.
lot. It's Monday.
What's going on?
I wouldn't run for office down here even if you paid me.
Well, you do get paid once you win.
Listen, Chris,
Sir, Theo.
I saw you at the parade. I yelled at you, but you didn't hear me. I guess you were looking at something that you were occupied.
Oh, you know what I was
But
doing?
anyway, look,
I was trying to make sure not to run over the children that were running after the candy.
what happened to Santa Claus? How come Santa Claus wasn't there?
Well, we were at the front of the parade, so I don't know what happened at the back. Santa Claus was not there?
Wow.
Half of the people, look, the parade was cut in two for some reason because it was an interruption. We waited like 15 minutes. The first section came through, then we waited 10, 15 minutes. The second section came through, and then the people thought that the freezing kids over there, everybody cold, and they didn't see anything coming around. So a lot of them left. But then we end up with Santa Claus and a cop car behind him, so it shows that the parade is over.
Usually, yeah, Santa ends the parade.
Yeah, usually on a fire truck.
We were, Theo, when we were, of course, again, we were at the front, but when we went through, the floats were still going through as if they were going through the parade route, which started.
So, in
at
other
the
words,
high school.
as you were ending,
As we were ending, the parade was still going
still
on.
circled.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Well,
That's the way it was when we were there
why
before.
was there interruption?
I know last year, and I can't remember which the intersection street it was, but last year we were again behind the boat, but we were stopped at a stop sign so that they could let the parade continue. And then there was a breakage so there wasn't a backup of the beginning of the parade, holding up the parade from proceeding. So I'm not real sure, Theo, what happened this year on that one.
Well, half of the people left
Oh,
because there was an interruption and we're all looking down the street. Nothing's coming. It was getting very cold by that time.
yeah.
And if Santa came, probably only a bunch of people saw him. Everybody else left. Come on. You can't even run a parade right over here, Rafer, and you're worrying about New York?
Well, we have nothing to do with the parade.
What? That didn't do anything to have anything to do with the parade.
Chris didn't either.
Parade in this county.
Well, you know what, Theo?
Break the parade up. You can't even run the parade.
You
You're
called
talking
the
about
city
the
Richlands.
railroad that's got 8 million people, and I don't know how many people take the trains every day, and because they put an ad out there. You're making a big deal about it?
Theo, I don't make
Yeah.
a big deal out of anything like that.
No, you did.
But
You did.
Theo, hold on a second now. Theo, you moved here by your choice. You weren't sentenced to be here by, courts or anything like that. You weren't drafted. Did anybody here from here ask you to come down or pay you to come here?
What does that have to do with what we're talking
Then why are you
about?
complaining? It's your choice. Go home.
You're complaining about New York and why they put an ad up that it's safe. There's millions of people that ride those trains every day.
The mayor of New York, the mayor of New York City itself is going to have a negative impact on the rest of the country. They're already complaining about him throughout the rest of New York, and the rest of the country is going to suffer as well.
The guy's not even in yet. Give
I
him a
know, but
chance.
don't tell him that because he thinks he is.
Yeah, listen.
Yes.
Make sure that the parade is run right next year, okay?
Okay, we're going to nominate you to be in charge of it.
Santa Claus even got there.
You're going to be in charge of it next year. We're putting your name up.
I'm not going to be in charge of anything. I'm too old like you to be in charge of anything.
Uh-huh.
Take it easy.
All right. Have a blessed day, Theo.
What was the whole
He
purpose
didn't
of
say
that
anything
call?
about Biden being too old to be in charge, did he?
What was was the purpose of
I
all that?
don't know. Complaining about the
Theo?
parade.
Well, I wish dude, there was a lot of people that were yelling, "Hi, Chris. Hi,
Yep.
Kathy." And I'm sorry for anybody that I didn't get a chance to actually wave to.
Well, say
But
hey, wave, hey now.
Yeah. But I really was. It was interesting because the sheriff had their boat out there,
Mhm.
and that's who we follow.
I like their boat.
Oh, it was
Mhm.
very beautifully decorated. By the way, Sheriff Thomas, the trailer light left side is out.
Oh.
Anyway, the brakes work, but just when they're driving, just a little help.
Mhm.
Anyway, they were throwing candy, and then they were throwing lots of candy, and the kids all loved it. And we were throwing candy too. But I was doing defensive driving because the kids were running out to get the candy
that's
that
right,
didn't make it to the curb.
You're playing Dodge a kid, right?
Dodge it. Yeah, I didn't want to hit a
that's-
child.
I've
hope
never
not.
been a fan of
No.
throwing
I
candy
know some
out
adults
there.
you can run over that if you want to. But you need a bigger car.
They had some arm slingers on that boat. I don't know whether it was the deputies or some of the children they had on there. They were flinging it. I saw some going in the woods over the people's
Well,
heads.
they were for the squirrels.
Yeah. It was a great. I mean, other than what I guess happened at the end that we didn't get to see because we were at the front.
You know, a couple of years that I was in it, that the parade is a huge parade.
Oh.
And you know, some of the floats in years past, there's a hard left turn.
Oh gosh.
And if you've got a long trailer and a long vehicle, it's a little more difficult maneuvering some of those streets, particularly that one left turn. At 90-degree left with the big trailer behind you, interesting. Interesting.
I'm glad that Richlands does it. Does
I am too.
Swansboro do a Christmas parade? I
They
don't
do the
think
flotilla.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
They
You
do
know,
the
Surf
flotilla.
City had theirs this week, and they had 3 boats in it.
really.
Yeah.
Well, the same night that we had the game on December 6th was the Jacksonville flotilla.
yeah. First,
And I don't know.
the
what happened there.
Jacksonville flotilla is going to be the first Saturday in
Yeah.
December every year. The
Mhm.
Jacksonville Rotary Club has been doing that since day one.
Yep.
The first Saturday in December. If anybody doesn't like that because there are other events, then change your events.
Yeah.
They came first.
One of the things I love about the Richlands Parade, and we walked around after we decorated the Crime Stopper vehicle, and we talked to a lot of people and stuff,
Yes.
mainly because they thought Kathy was really an inmate that had gotten out of the jail.
Did you have cuffs on her?
No.
I could have given
Not
you
then.
a pair.
Well-
Yeah. Oh boy.
Anyway, is the fact that when you're driving, you're waving, and every one of them say Merry Christmas. And that's what we were doing. Merry Christmas.
But
Merry
we just had a comment about that too on our Facebook page. Go
I hope
ahead.
it was a nice one, but I mean, they all said Merry
Okay.
Christmas. It's still a small town. I know they're getting bigger with
Mhm.
fast food and things like that, and maybe a hotel down the road, but it's still a small town. And people kept saying, I like this area because it's small hometown area.
Yep.
You know?
They could move the parade route if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Would the people like it? Would all those
Well-
people that line up in front of their homes along
Oh,
that stretch of
yeah.
that area,
Yeah.
would they like that to be moved to?
Evan-
I don't know. How about Gum Branch Road or whatever it is at that end of the road? No, they're not going to do that. You want to close off Highway 258? No. They're not gonna
Evidently,
do
it's
that.
been working for them. They've been doing it that way for years.
Yeah, and the larger it gets, the longer it is.
Yeah.
The more difficult it is going to be. Okay,
Right,
traffic
here it is.
in a situation like that. Yeah, you want to move it. So yeah, you could go to New York and you could put it on the street in New York, Broadway, or wherever you want to put it. You got plenty of room there.
Here you go. One of our listeners had posted, I got a gripe with the town of Jacksonville, North Carolina. Whoever is in charge of the Christmas lights
I didn't write this down.
He says it's Merry Christmas, okay, not Happy Holidays.
Oh,
Don't
that
worry
one.
about offending anyone. This country was founded on Christianity, and we celebrate Christmas.
I have
He
to
said,
agree with that.
"Okay, I'm done now."
First name?
Ricky.
Ricky, thank you.
Yes.
You speak in my language, buddy.
Yeah, but I knew
Well,
you would like.
You want to know
that.
something else that I heard? Mrs. Bender
Mm-hmm.
was my first grade teacher. Clyde Irwin Elementary School.
Yeah. Mrs.
Way back when.
Mm.
Came time to write Christmas. She explained to us that it was not Xmas.
Right.
And her explanation has stuck with me for these 71 years.
Mm-hmm.
X removes Christ
That's
from
right.
Christmas. I know that's a very petty thing for a lot of people out there, but I have never written it Xmas
I have never
since the
either.
first grade.
Mm-mm.
Never done it.
You know, when I worked at the post office, we were told we were not allowed to say Merry Christmas. We had to say Happy Holidays, but you know what? Unless they had some kind of camera on us, we were like Merry Christmas.
Well,
Ain't
Yeah.
really
the Jacksonville Christmas Parade
Yes.
started out as the Jacksonville Christmas
holiday,
Parade.
right?
It was Christmas.
Christmas, and then it
originally-
went to holiday.
And somebody well-wishing imported from somewhere.
Changed it to holiday.
But we're back to Christmas now.
But
aren't
we
we?
are.
It's still
I thought it was the Jacksonville Christmas parade this year.
holiday.
Are you sure?
Well,
Pretty
I ain't
positive.
on there. Just check it.
Pretty positive.
Let's double check that
Okay.
thing.
Double check that.
Because I think we need to fact
I
check
thought
on
it
this
went
one.
back. All right, I'm gonna.
Do, 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 do,
Dun,
do,
dun,
do,
dun.
do,
I hope I'm wrong, but
I
I
hope you're
think I
wrong.
double checked it again, and
All right, let me see.
Because I don't want anything else to complain about. I got enough to complain about.
I
I don't need to complain about that too.
I need
Well,
events.
You know, okay, for my Jewish friends, I had some. Wilmington had a lot of Jewish people, right?
Hmm.
And I had some really good friends there. Mayor, a couple of former mayors are Jewish, and I've been to their homes. At Christmas time, I go to one of their gentlemen's home, Mr. Schwartz. He had a Christmas tree. They had Christmas presents under the tree, and he says, "I don't know what these people are talking about. We're Jewish, but we may not celebrate it as such, but we recognize Christmas.
Yeah.
And we're going to exchange gifts." One of them,
See if I
another
can
gentleman,
go back.
Jewish, at a jewelry store. Now, what do you think he did at Christmas time? Ignore it? Oh, absolutely not. You know, they're people. They're just like
Yep.
you are, and I am. You know, I can celebrate.
Sorry.
Is it holiday?
2025 holiday parade.
Oh,
There you
well, I'm glad I
go.
was not in it because I would not have been that happy. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
I'm not sure why it offends people to say Merry Christmas. When you say Merry Christmas now, and I know some people's response to Merry Christmas, same to you.
Well, you're going
Okay.
to have that.
Okay,
You're going to have that.
I appreciate
It
it.
says the Jacksonville Christmas holiday parade themed to Storybook Christmas will take place on November
What,
14th.
Jacksonville Christmas holiday parade.
It's written several different ways.
But it is in the media. Most
Well,
of posting is called the Holiday Parade, and I believe in the application it is called the Holiday Parade.
Okay.
So
Here is November 18th, 2025, Jacksonville Onslow Christmas Holiday Parade. It's both ways. But
Maybe.
tourism even shows it as Jacksonville Onslow Christmas Holiday Parade. So
Yeah.
I think, I thought they had gone back to saying Christmas.
Well, they got Christmas in it.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
I'll have to
Well,
halfway
Christmas is a
forgive them at least.
holiday.
It is.
So we were like half right, half wrong. Oh no.
That's being like half wrong, but half something else as well.
I know you don't DoorDash, Rayford. Do you
Who?
DoorDash?
No, you mean
DoorDash.
stealing packages off people's
No,
doors?
no. We're talking
No.
about you order food and they deliver it to you.
No.
Pizza maybe, but I don't think you even.
No, I go get my own.
All right. Do you?
I go out and get my own.
I go out and get mine. Oh, did you hear about the woman in Kentucky that was arrested Friday? Doorbell camera, stupid woman. She appeared to. The doorbell appeared to capture her spraying something on the customer's order during a delivery.
Oh yeah,
And it left
Yeah,
a
I
married
saw
couple
that.
sick and quickly went online.
pepper spray or something.
Went
Right?
very, yeah. And she's facing multiple felony charges, including battery resulting in moderate injury and consumer product tampering. She went and it shows on video, she put the food down and then she just kind of out of her pocket, thinking, I guess that wasn't going to show on camera. And she sprays like a pepper type spray. Now she's claiming she was killing a spider. You didn't even need to do that. All you had to do is turn around and walk away. But this is why I don't DoorDash. I know a lot of people do it and they swear by it, but you don't know if somebody has already reached into your bag and stolen a French fry with their dirty fingers that they just sneezed in their hand or something with, or they spit on your food or something. No,
What else would they be doing?
Well, you just don't know. They could rub that pizza all over like that before they deliver it to your house.
Maybe they'll let the dogs and the cats lick it.
I would trust Lazarus. That's the only one I would trust. But yeah, I mean, there's cameras everywhere. People, they track you by your cell phone. Every your vehicle. What is wrong with people? Don't they realize it? This Brown University, they're going to end up charging that guy before it's over with. They just have to strengthen their.
Okay.
They have to strengthen their evidence.
Okay.
DA probably said that's not enough to So
You know we're going to get a text message when this happens.
yeah,
Told you. I told you.
It's going to be in capital letters, 87 font.
Oh, will it go that high? Let me see. Oh,
Continue on
I'm
next
just,
page.
Let me see. No, it doesn't give you the option, darn it. But
She'll look for one. You wait before the day's over. She's
copy
on it.
paste.
Okay, what do we have tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I'm hoping that we'll have a guest in, but I don't want to say right at this moment,
Well,
just in case.
for you folks who have filed for election to
Got
one of the
till
posts, to one of
Thursday.
the offices here, please give us a call if you'd like to come on the show. We're going to reach out to you, but early bird gets the worm.
Chris is going to go down and sign up for county commissioner, aren't you?
No, I'm going to go down and sign up. Theo, I got his name. I'm going to
Oh,
go sign him
let's
up.
go down there and fraudulently sign up Theo.
I can get an ID. You know that, right? we can create an ID.
Oh,
That's not an issue.
Yeah.
We can create an ID.
Yep,
The,
you have
uh,
till Thursday. Thursday.
Yeah, this week, y'all.
Thursday done.
They're open now.
That's
Going
right.
down to the Board of Elections and sign up, and don't wait till the last minute. Get on down there.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna find somebody to have in here tomorrow.
Oh, we'll have somebody.
Mr. Lee is waiting for a call.
oh, yeah.
He said
Already.
he said he was available.
Yeah, I thought you said you were going to do it. I'll do it
I'll do it.
today.
I told him I'd have his neighbor take care of it.
I will do it today. Yes, and then the sheriff. Were you the one that was
Yeah, I'll take
handling
care
that?
of the sheriff. That's who I told you I'd take care of.
Got it.
Okay.
All right, we've got it. We've got it going. It's going to be a good week.
Yep.
Yep.
You're live and local.
Stay
Real
warm.
talk, y'all. Please get your mess together. Stay warm today.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be outside, dress appropriately. And it's going to be it's going to be yeah. It's going to be outstanding out there today. You're live and local. Real talk, and we will see you tomorrow when we will be. Hopefully, I will be awake, but I will definitely not be woke. Have a great day. Be safe. Bye.
Have a blessed day.